So we're moving on to some flat stitch patterns. Now these they're not particularly difficult, it's more about the angle and the placement rather than any kind of technique as such. These are good kind of background filling stitches, and if you're just doing a simple image, then a lot of these will work as fillers with one or two more complicated details. So starting with an arrowhead, so you need to draw out 3 parallel lines. You don't need to, but it certainly helps to keep the lines neat. So you come in from behind and then stitch through the middle one and out like that. Oop. And then come back down through the hole and across. So it gives you a nice simple chevron pattern, which is really repeatable, and this is quite a good one for a band or a border. It doesn't need any particular technique or any kind of twisting or anything like that, so it's just a straight stitch through. And the distance between the stitches is entirely up to you, and this also looks quite good if you alternate colours. So that's an arrowhead stitch. Moving on to a fern stitch, which is pretty similar to an arrowhead. You're just working from the inside out. So you start with the line, so come through and off to one side, down one side, and keep the stitches as even and symmetrical as you can, or you can do them differently if you particularly want to create that kind of effect. So from this point you've got kind of a crow's foot, that, and you just come down 1 stitch length and just kind of repeat the pattern going down. Now using a thicker wool thread will create a much kind of bushier fern. So this again you can use as a border or a filling stitch, just whatever you want to use it for. So that is a fern stitch. Okay, so now I'm on to a leaf stitch, which is really quite simple. So you start with your outline of your leaf and make sure you've got a central stem as well. So you come in to one side of your central line and then across, and then other side as close as you can get, and then across in the other direction. This is a really simple one, and depending on what kind of weight of thread you're using, you can create a dense looking leaf without really doing anything particularly difficult. And it remains a nice flat stitch that you can work more complicated things over the top of. So you just work your way down. Got a bit messy towards the end there, but never mind. And that is a leaf stitch.